So take me into our next segment when you say how big you were and all of that. I remember, and most of the people in the YouTube world, this is where y'all gonna get your first taste of Neckbone from. It was a video that didn't come out for some reason. I put it out on Death Row Uncut, but for some reason Suge and them elected not to put this video out. But it's on YouTube now, where Neckbone was the star of the video. The song was made about him.
Yeah.
Little Ghetto Boy.
Yeah.
If y'all don't know, and we'll throw some flashbacks in it.
I took one for the team, though, because I got killed. They shot my casket up. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that wasn't my style, but I was intrigued because I like to learn. This is the type of person I am. I like to learn.
Okay.
And I seen the money and everything that had to do with this business that Suge Knight introduced me to was about money.
Exactly.
So I'm trying to learn everything I can learn. I mean, ain't nobody never in my life gave me an opportunity like that. So like you know what I'm saying?
And me too.
So I wasn't sitting around crying and complaining. I'm up in there trying to figure me out something so I can give me a little something going on. I ain't trying to be better than him.
Correct.
I'm just trying to make him know that I appreciate him pulling me in because ain't nobody else ever pulled me into nothing.
Correct.
So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. He made me a millionaire for a minute, so
yeah.
I could never, I hate on him, talk shit about him because I'm disappointed, but I love that nigga like a brother.
But that's how homies are.
Yeah.
But see, the internet make it go permanent. You may have something to say about me, I may have something to say about you. Okay, now let's get past that like we did when we was growing up and we was teenagers and all that. We fought and did all kind of shit to each other all the time, but we was still homies. We still homies. We still finna ride for each other or whatever it is.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But then 3-4 days later, you be back finna fight one of these motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? And then shit, after that, we somewhere drinking a quote, smoking some weed, like laughing and giggling, finna go get with our girlfriends or something. You know what I'm saying?
Like nothing ever happened.
Yep.
You're the first person that I heard, and I heard you mention it on the previous set of interviews you did with Vlad. You're the first person around that's been on the internet, in which I'm glad you're doing this because I know how everybody from the hood in our age bracket look up to you. When I'm talking about most of the guys that was around Death Row that we all know from the Live and Die in L.A. song and all of that. So I know how they all look up to you. And hopefully you'll make them come out like the Trayvons and all of them to do interviews.
Yeah.
Not pushing nobody to do it, but hopefully that'll make them do it. But you the first person that I heard talk about the Jack the Rapper incident. You and Vlad didn't go too deep into it.
Yeah.
Was that the start of the Death Row Bad Boy beef?
Basically. I'd have been the Jack the Rapper. We went to Jack the Rapper. Suge got Manager of the Year. And Puffy, I can't remember if Puffy presented him the award or not, but Puffy was campaigning for Suge. When he had Craig Mack.
Okay.
He had just introduced Biggie. But he was, and I tripped on that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that made it official right there.
Well, I just want to know, what do you remember around that situation that happened with Luke and the Death Row crew out there at the Jack the Rapper convention?
Oh, he was jumping out on motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then they had some kind of banquet or something, and a little something happened up in there.
I made a comment in the magazine, and then they ended up making a song, and that springboarded Snoop Dogg's career. And then I came back and we said something about them, and then we ended up having a big fight at Jack the Rapper. We ended up winning that. You know, they won because their song was better than my song, and I ended up winning the fight.
Okay. You know, it wasn't nothing hell of for us. That was just some little bullshit. And at the same time, that's when, matter of fact, Suge got Manager of the Year. That's why we was out there.
Right.
Malik was still with us.
Okay, little Malik.
No, Malik.
Oh, the security.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The
Good
homie,
dude.
man. That's man. He was a Muslim brother, man.
Yeah.
That's my boy right there, man. I'm glad he made it through that. But yeah, he was in everything with us too. You know what I'm saying? And he wasn't around Rock and all them like that when they can't hear around and all them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So they didn't really get to know him. But I thought about him a lot, you know what I mean? Because he was different from all of us. He was, everybody, from the hood, they hustlers.
Yeah, but, that's one thing I don't like is how Snoop did Malik after the trial.
Yeah, we met him at the Brentwood, what is it, Estates? Or some shit.
Oh, the apartments you're talking about?
Yeah, when they were staying in apartments.
Yeah.
And I got to, give me, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking to see what's going on. This one was full, and that one was empty. So I knew who had did what. But that wasn't everybody's business, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the boy went on one, you know what I'm saying? It's already out in the open, but I just don't like, I don't be liking to talk about shit like that too much to where the wrong people take it the wrong way. And next thing you know, he fucked all off because of some shit I said, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Even though it's over with, but you never know.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, that man put his life down on the line, man, and they shook him bad, man. Left him in the county jail, wouldn't even fuck with him.
Yeah, I heard an interview over there on Art the Dialogue channel, and I was glad to see that Suge gave him flowers.
Yeah.
He gave him a lot of flowers over there.
Yeah, Malik was tight. He used to get his swell on. Man, that was a homie, man. He wasn't from no hood or none of that.
So you bring up Malik talking about the Jack the Rapper thing because you remember him putting in good work, or you just...
Yeah, that's the first time. He jumped out the van. He kicked the van door open on some motherfuckers, jumped out, chased like 4 or 5 people by himself and tackled one, slammed him all on the ground. It was like, Malik, come on, we gotta go, man. Oh, okay, I thought, we gonna get the rooms and get settled first. He was on one, man.
Where people always talk about how the Florida dudes and Luke and them whooped on the Death Row dudes. Did you see it that way, or is it that just that they doing most of the talking on the internet?
Well,
and that's
he
why
was
it's like
dissing
that?
the whole city of Compton.
Okay.
It wasn't, the Snoop and them came back with they diss. But,
so the coward in Compton's
it was a Compton against Miami thing at first. Or Compton against Luke and them. It wasn't Death Row and Luke. It wasn't like that. But then once Snoop and them responded, you know what I'm saying? But it was that song. It was another song out. Somebody else had a song out too.
Okay.
But you can't be, I done been through too much shit to be worried about a motherfucking record. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Unless they talk bad about me, then that's different. But just hearing some shit, man, I don't give a fuck about that shit. And then we run up to him, it was just let that motherfucker, let the bell, be, hey, it's on. But I wasn't tripping off of that like that. What I tripped off about that whole little thing was, I can't remember if that's the time we ran in the park and them or not. But it was one time we ran in the park and them, and I probably already told you about this. We was supposed to go on stage, and then they said they were supposed to go on stage and had a little clash on stage, you know what I'm saying? He looked back and seen us like, and it was just me and Buntry and Malik and somebody else. And Pac was like, no, it's cool. I thought it was finna go down right then and there. Pac man was deep though, Thug, right? He was deep. That's the main thing I remember. And Puffy getting up there campaigning for Suge.
Okay. Yeah, I remember you saying that on the
Yeah, but other than that, wasn't nothing major.
Cool. Well, just to make the record clear with the Miami and stuff, in '95, Suge and Luke did a big party out in Miami, and together, and they were back cool. They were back as one. Yeah.